chip him and neuter him, and he's gonna make somebody very happy. This is Louie, and Louie is some cute, beautiful, we put Terrier mix, but he's got fur like a Maltese, and he is only 4 months old. So as you all probably know by now, with puppies, we take 4 applications and find the best match. And yes, it makes 3 families very disappointed when they're not the chosen family. And what's so hard about that is that we're not saying that those 3 families, we don't want to give them a puppy. No way. I mean, if we had 4 puppies, we would love to give out 4 puppies, but we don't want more animals coming to the shelter. We will be happy to help you find other sources for puppies that are reliable. We only get 300 a year. So some of the puppies that come to us have already failed in their home once, or they wouldn't be here. And what happens is people get a tiny puppy, and they think this will be great. They go to work all day, which is 8 hours plus an hour commute each way. They come home, the puppy is starved for attention and has chewed up something while he was home alone for 12 hours. And he's not getting house trained because no one's there teaching him not to go to the bathroom in the house. Or he spends all that time crated, and that way when you come home, he's hyper. So people bring him here saying, what were we thinking? We can't have a puppy. So we don't want the puppy to go through that again, because he's now on borrowed time in the learning window. So he is 4 months old and has already met a bunch of people and been a bunch of places, and you can see he's outgoing. He's a bit of a barker because he's a tiny dog. Not doing that now, but you know, if you had him in an apartment, he would bark whenever he heard footsteps on the stairs. That could get you in trouble with your landlord. Obviously, if he was alone for 12 hours at a time, he might cry for part of that time. That could get you in trouble with your neighbors. So we definitely want to find someone who has raised puppies before, knows what they're in for, so he doesn't have to go through a series of homes until he gets trained and settled in and makes somebody really happy. He is just so cute. It would be very easy for someone to hear me saying all of what I just said and say, I'll be able to do it. I'm already in love with him. But then they take him home and they say, wow, you know, when she said it was a lot of work, I didn't know she meant it was a lot of work. So we try really hard to get our puppies in places with people who either have the experience or have a situation that's going to make it easy. For example, we don't require you to have a fenced yard. That's silly. There are great pet owners all over the country that don't live in houses with fenced yards. But if you don't have a fenced yard, then we're going to talk to you about what it is like at 3 o'clock in the morning when he stole a sandwich and ate it and has diarrhea, and you have a big important meeting the next day, and he has to go out every 45 minutes for 4 hours. You'll get through it. You'll get through it together. But it's something that you don't necessarily think of when you see this beautiful, adorable little face. So if you're ready for the challenge of a puppy, come. We'll talk to you about it. He's certainly cute, and we'll help you do it.